Hello, fellow cosplayers, and welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, I thought I would do something a little bit different. I decided I would do a little bit of a chit-chat, get ready with me, as I have a lot of opinions on the beauty community and the industry in general, and like how it's changed like years down the road. I thought I would do a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me, and give you guys my opinions on what I consider how the beauty community is, to the point where it's just like not a really like a very toxic community, and I thought I would do a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me, and share my opinions about this, because the beauty community has changed a lot over the years that I have noticed, and not just the beauty community, but like social media in general. And some of it has been good and some of it has been not. So I decided I would chat with you guys, as well as show you guys some of my favorite products that I've been liking in the month of April. Before I get into this video, be sure to subscribe as well as hit the notification bell if you want to see 2 videos a week. Tuesday and Friday, or Tuesday and Saturday. Everything from cosplay, makeup, body painting, special effects, beauty makeup, chit chat, get ready with me. I also like to tell some really fun and creepy stories as well, and talk about those kind of things. As well as that, I have a vlog channel called Winter's Vlogs. I'm not that consistent on there as of late, but I can start getting consistent on there eventually. And you can also find me on my TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All those links will be listed in the description below. And yeah, enough with the chit chat. Let's get into the video. Okay, so I've already done my eyebrows, and I guess what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna start with my foundation. So I'm gonna be taking my Urban Decay Stay Naked hydromagnetic. This is like a BB cream, and I have been loving this stuff. I just dropped it. I have been loving this stuff throughout the month of April. It's like a really nice thing, and it moisturizes my face. And then for these BB creams, I just like to go in and I like to rub it in. But yeah, so let's get into my opinions, and also for any of the events that I'm gonna be talking about. And if you've heard of it, just don't comment it in the comments below. So if you see something and you're like, oh, I know what you're talking about, just please don't say that. You can comment on it, but just don't like do that, because I don't want to spread like hate and different opinions, and I want to keep my channel a positive place. I started my YouTube channel about 3 years ago. Before then, for like a couple of years before that, I started to watch a lot of beauty makeup tutorials. I think the first one I watched was Promise Fawn, and I just remember loving it and just liking how, like, getting inspired to do stuff with it, because I've always loved fashion. I think one of the things that got me into makeup was fashion. I've also been really into art and okay, so now I'm gonna take the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer and I'll just be using that to highlight, and I lost my beauty blender, and I'm quite sad about it, so I'll just have to use a sponge to blend this in. Yeah, and I've always been like into fashion and beauty. I think my love for fashion and all that stuff was what kind of got me into makeup, because I remember the one thing that I liked doing when I was a kid was playing dress up. Like I'd always like dress up as princesses and put on little shows, and I then found this, one thing that got me like really inspired to do this other thing. And to me, that's kind of what makeup is. It's dress up, but it's more of an adult version of playing dress up. And that's kind of what I saw at it, and I just got so inspired that I would want to. I'm just using a sponge to blend it in because I lost my beauty blender. And then just kind of like got me so inspired to do something that I loved. And I would just sit down and do would always sit down and do makeup to pretend that I was talking to subscribers, which that's just kind of like what you do when you're a child. And I would do my makeup and I love doing it. And that just got me inspired that later on I would want to make makeup into a career or something that I would want to achieve. And that's kind of why I started this channel, was to inspire people. The thing is about you is that you guys pushed me to like get out, to like go on YouTube and being able to express myself in the way I wanted to express myself, and I'm forever grateful for that. And because of you guys, I'm just taking this like little Smashbox photo edit eyeshadow Tro little thing, and I'm using this shade, and I think this shade was a little bit too dark. I'm using that to set the face. I think this was a little bit too dark. Now to just see, and now to see where I've came, and although I only have 60 subscribers, I am very hopeful for the future. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking the Violet Voss Sweet Violet palette. It looks like this. Using that for the eyes. So, and just to make that journey on YouTube, to see how I've gone from 2018 to now I like have a lot more confidence, and you guys kind of like encouraged me to like push myself out there and express myself, not just online but also in real life, hence why I decided to come out as transgender. And that's kind of what I want to give back to you guys, is to you guys know that you can be what you want, and also make you guys have like a brighter day. That's what like basically what being on YouTube means to me. But now I'm gonna start talking about how this community has changed. So, as I said, back in the day, when I first discovered beauty gurus, all I saw was people who just wanted to be creative and like do what they want. I think that was like the first wave, and then over the years it started to like change it started to change very drastically. It started to change drastically, and it like started to develop all these scandals and like everyone going and attacking everyone, and that is like really, but that's not really. And the scandals are a really big problem, which if you guys want me to touch on the opinions of those, I would be more than happy to. And just comment below. But what I'm trying to say is today is that there are a lot of people out there who really start YouTube for the wrong reasons. Like, not because they have a skill or because they want to show off their art or their creativity. They are in it for, they only really start to get into YouTube for, okay, and I'm just gonna take for because they see other people on YouTube that have like millions of followers, and they're like, ooh, I want to do that. I want to like be famous and have like millions of dollars and become this like rich YouTuber. And there's nothing really wrong with that. Like, if you want to become like on YouTube to gain some publicity, if you want to like gain followers or become the next big YouTuber, then that is completely okay. However, but when you're going into YouTube, don't make becoming famous your main priority, because becoming famous, it takes a lot of work, and the only reason why you're not necessarily going to become, like, you could become famous like overnight, but it's not, you could become famous, but it's not guaranteed to happen, at least very quickly, because fame is stuff that just happens to people, and that's what I think, and which is what I think is a very big problem, because they don't, like, people don't look, there are some people that are in it for the right reason and that work their asses off to get it. And what I'm trying to say is, it is fine to become famous or wanting to be like the next big YouTuber, the next Nikki Tutorials, or the next Patrick Star. That's fine with that. But if that is something that you want, then know that it most likely, chances are, it won't happen right away. It'll take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of posting to reach those milestones. And again, if you want to become famous or make a living on that, like, I know that YouTube is a very fun hobby of mine, but I would one day eventually would like to make it into a career. Like, you know, doing my best, like posting good quality content, trying my best to stay consistent, and hopefully one day I'll reach those milestones. But I accomplished that because I took the time to get it. But what I see a lot of online, I still haven't gotten to my point yet. What I see a lot of online is that people are rushing to get notice and thinking that if they like follow that, the only way they're gonna get noticed is if they like follow trends, or thinking that if you're not posting trending videos then you're not gonna get views, and which there's nothing wrong, and I am not about that. I don't care. What I care about is I care about art, and I care about the community. And this is not, it's a very, like, it used to be a very nice thing, and this is not the community, the beauty community I know, I grew up with. And they think that, and there are a lot of people that aren't focused on posting things. Again, trending videos, I have nothing against trending videos. I post them the time. However, I will only post a trend if I like it and I know that my followers will like it as well. And I also try my best to take suggestions from my followers on what I should do, or do you think this thing would be a good idea, or do you think this will be a good idea? And that's kind of how I like to do it. But all I'm saying is, what I think is a problem is that people are only focused on gaining views and subscribers, and they could and they like go into all, like they use all of like the Facetune and the Photoshop. Not just in the beauty community, that also works in the magazine community. Everyone in this community, I feel, is only focused on what sells and the same thing, and what gets views, not what makes them happy or what is real. Now, I don't think Facetune and Photoshop are a bad app. Like, I will like go in there and use that to just take away some acne, or like clear up some blemishes. Anything that I feel that will take away, anything that I would feel that would take away from the makeup, I will like cut it out and Photoshop it, but I won't, but not to the point where I don't look real. But then we also have these people out there that will use like all of the editing and the over editing, and they do it to the point where they start to not look like themselves, and they think that the more fake looking they look is how they're gonna gain views. And that is kind of true, because like that's what gets the likes, that's what gets the views, that is what sells. And again, I'm not saying that that like doing stuff like doing trends and all that kind of stuff, I don't think making trending videos are a bad thing necessarily. But I do believe that only post and if you want to post a trending video, by all means, go ahead. But post what makes you happy. And if it's a trend that that is something that won't make you happy, then, or content that won't make you happy, then I don't see what the point is of posting it. But you're only except for doing it just to get views. And although, and what I also think is a bad thing is, and like I said earlier, people will do anything that they will reach those milestones as soon as possible. Like I said, it is going to take a long time for you to reach those milestones and to become famous, and it might not happen. But then instead people don't care. They just care about what gets them views and what gets them likes. And they think that, like, editing their faces will how people will like them. And although that is what gets, but the problem is they're gaining that momentum off of a lie. And on a separate note, there are also the people that will do things that think that they'll get them, that will do stuff that to the point where some of the things that they are going to try to do can get them in trouble, could get their videos, like, could not get them the views. And I've seen a lot of, like, advertisements for, like, you know, like, for buying fake views, and apparently those are total scams. And there are just people that are wanting to scam them out of their money, and there are also people that will result to do things like for sub or subscriber swap. And those, first of all, I did some research about those, and those are actually against YouTube's policies and could get your channel kicked off and get your channel deleted and get you fired, basically. And what I think that is bad about that is that you would do anything to get viewed, and gain a momentum, yet you are doing things that can get you kicked off of YouTube, say. And I also have seen people result to doing things that could get you that can get you arrested and could be against the law. For example, on TikTok, if you guys don't know, but there was this one creator, I completely forget his name. I know I said don't talk about that, but if you guys heard of this situation, please comment and tell me his name. That he killed his neighbor's daughter, his neighbor was branded a Karen. He did that just to gain views and subscribers. So I'm not aware of this case. I know I should have done my research before in this video. Was it his neighbor or was his neighbor's daughter? I don't know. You guys can comment below that if I'm making a mistake and if you guys heard about this case before. He killed someone in that scenario. But he did that just to gain fame. So I think I actually might do an actual proper video about that case as well in my series. But he did that just to gain fame. fame and publicity. He took someone's life. Tell me how that is okay to do that. That case really disgusted me and showed me how far someone would go just to gain fame and subscribers and think that the stuff that they're doing is what will make them hit those milestones. And back to the Photoshop thing again. I don't think it's a bad app. Like I said, I will use it to clear up any acne or anything just so in my photos, just so can make the focus be on the makeup. But I'm not altering, changing their faces, my face. And then there are the people that are out there that'll thinking that using like the more you use Photoshop and the more fake you look is what is gonna get you views. And that is the kind of the thing that I'm seeing. The thing is with this video is trying to answer my opinions about this stuff that is going on in the beauty community, and hopefully this could raise awareness. This kind of like thing can stop. I don't think this will put the drama and everything to rest, but I think that really people are only thinking that they're only focused on posting things just so that they can get fame, or doing things just so they can get fame, which I think is really nasty. And I've also heard some stories about where people would straight up copy someone's work, say that that's their own and don't give the original artist any credit. They would just copy someone's original idea and not give them credit for it, which I am not saying that if you see someone's look and you want to recreate it, that's fine. When I post my videos, I also do them just so that you guys can recreate them. And I have recreated someone's look in the past, but I'm not doing it for views. I'm doing it because, oh, I like that idea. I think it's cool. And I would do that myself. However, I would also credit the person because it is. Now, if you're like changing it, and again, this is another video I'd like to do. And if you're changing the look a little bit, but you got inspired by it, I wouldn't say credit is necessary. Like, it would be nice, but you wouldn't have to. But if you are copying someone's look, you should at least give them credit. But then people are like, oh, if I credit them or tag them, then it won't get views from it. Like, well, but it's still their idea, and if you're gonna copy it, then give them credit. And I just like that people should just, then I won't get views from it. Like, well, but it's still their idea, and if you're gonna copy it, then give them credit. What really upsets me is that people are really on here just to get momentum and just to gain fame and just to gain publicity, which is really bad because then they go in and they will copy someone's work, not give them credit, or do anything they can in their power just to gain fame. It is fine to, but yeah, so I guess we are done with this video. So after my half an hour rant, I guess we are done with this video. But yeah, so that completes my video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed my rant. And just be sure to not encourage any negativity. It is fine if you want to be famous or gain momentum from YouTube or make a living off of it, but just be patient and don't make that your main priority to be on YouTube. YouTube should be fun. YouTube should give you creativity. It shouldn't become drama filled. Creative, get inspiration, but don't make fame and popularity your only goal. Otherwise, it's not. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It's a free way that you can support the channel. Like this video if you liked my advice, or like this video if you are new YouTube, and if you are new to this YouTube, comment below any other video ideas you would like to see from me in the future. Be sure to stay positive on here so we're not creating any drama. And if you want to recreate any of my work, be sure to tag me in your posts so I can see all of your recreations. And yeah, so until next time, bye!